Hello everybody, welcome to the Redmen TV. My name is Ben Kelly. It is the final development watch of 2017. I'm wearing a Christmas jumper because it's only a week until Christmas. I know it's blue, but it's got a really cool penguin on it. Skiing, I love him. Obviously, we are heading into a very, very busy period for loans and the youth teams and all that. I'm not going to be able to cover it properly over the festive period, but I can tell you what happened this week. We're going to start with the loan players, and Divock Origi and Naby Keita actually played each other on Tuesday. Wolfsburg and RB Leipzig drew 1-1. Neither of them scored. Both of them played for 90 minutes. However, as you may have seen already, Divock Origi missed an absolute sitter. It did kind of go viral. BT Sport were putting it out there because they broadcast a lot of the Bundesliga games. Yeah, he missed a sitter from about 3 yards out, put it over the bar. You've probably all seen it by now. To be fair to him, it does come at him at pace and it does take a pretty nasty bounce before he puts it over, but for me, he should still be doing better. Obviously, he's still doing okay out there. He's not scored for quite a while now, but he's getting a lot of minutes. He's getting a lot of game time on the pitch for Wolfsburg. Naby Keita is the same. He's played a lot of football this week. He's played 90 minutes for both of RB Leipzig's games against Wolfsburg, and they played Hertha Berlin at the weekend. It's a good sign because he did go through a period, for whatever reason, earlier on in the season, whether it was fitness or an attitude problem, where he just wasn't completing 90 minutes at all. He was coming off maybe at half-time or with half an hour to go. So it's good to see him completing games because obviously it's important with Klopp's style of play that he has the energy and the fitness to maintain a good match pace for 90 minutes, which is ideally what Klopp wants. Back to Divock Origi, he was then booked on Saturday during a 1-0 loss for Wolfsburg versus bottom of the table Cologne. Wasn't a great week for poor Divock, and actually Wolfsburg are being dragged further and further into a relegation battle in the Bundesliga, so if he could find a bit of form, I'm sure the Wolfsburg fans would greatly appreciate it. Moving on now and to Scotland, Conor Randall was part of the Hearts side that ended Celtic's 69-game domestic unbeaten record on Sunday afternoon. They won 4-0 at home to Brendan Rodgers' side, didn't score but actually defended very well. To be honest, Celtic were really poor, Hearts didn't have a lot to do defensively, but Conor Randall was an integral part of that side, playing right back. He played right back, and fair play to him for being part of quite a big achievement for the Hearts side and quite a big achievement for the Scottish Tin Pot League. Moving on to the youth teams, we're going to start with the under-23s who lost in a rare defeat at the moment because they're pretty much blasting everybody else out the water, but they lost 3-1 to Swansea on Saturday. Was it Saturday? May have been Saturday, probably was Saturday. They were 2-0 down at half-time, and after obviously kind of regrouping at half-time, thinking that they could perhaps pull together some sort of comeback, within 2 minutes of the restart, it was 3-0. Cameron Brannigan then got them back into the game, sort of, with a penalty later on. Swansea then had a man sent off, but ultimately it was too little too late. They play PSV Eindhoven tomorrow in the Premier League International Cup, which is basically their version of the European Cup, at Prenton Park, Tranmere's ground. £3 for adults, £1 for children, free for LFC season ticket holders and members. I can't go, but it'd be a good night of footy. See how they bounce back just before Christmas. Steven Gerrard's under-18 smashed Hartlepool 5-1 in the FA Youth Cup. Liam Millar got a hat-trick. Glenn McCauley, Curtis Jones all also scored. It was a very good performance, very good dominant performance. They're just blowing everybody away at the moment, Steven Gerrard's side. We've got some excellent marksmen in there. And in fact, this week's prospect report is on the hat-trick hero, Liam Millar. He's younger than me, and I'm talking about him. I just constantly end up talking about people who are younger than me on this show, and I'm only 19 myself. He's made 17 appearances so far this season for Gerrard. He's got 9 goals across 3 competitions, which is the Premier League, Under-18s, the UEFA Youth League and the FA Youth Cup. He signed from Fulham Academy in 2015. He is a Canadian Under-20 international, and he netted a hat-trick on his debut for Liverpool Under-18s against Blackburn Rovers in 2016. He's a very, very good central sort of 9 player, but he can also play out wide. He's been known to play on the left a lot this season as well. It's kind of where Curtis Jones can play. Curtis Jones can play in the middle as well. He's a very versatile player, both of these guys. But Liam Millar, yeah, look out for him. He's a very good prospect for Liverpool. Hopefully he makes his way up through the ranks, maybe gets a bit of under-23s football this season, and maybe, just maybe, if he keeps going, he can catch the eye of Jurgen Klopp and get into the first team over the next few years. Rounding off with the women then, they sadly lost 5-1 to Chelsea in the Continental Cup quarter-finals yesterday. It says semi-finals on my sheet. Fuck that up, sorry. Yep, they were 3-0 down after 25 minutes and just never really recovered. Chelsea, one of the stronger teams in the league, up there with Manchester City, bidding for the title with them. Obviously, the 2 big money clubs in the league, just as it is with the men's. They got an early goal in the second half, but then Chelsea got another 2 near the end. They're out the Continental Cup. It's a straight knockout from here on in. Chelsea move on to the semi-finals. However, in the league picture, we sit 4th, just 6 points behind Manchester City. There's no game now until after the new year, which is Yeovil Ladies at home on the 6th of January, which is the same weekend as the FA Cup game against Everton. That's at Select Stadium, the Select something, what's it called? That's at the Select Security Stadium in Widnes, so Liverpool play on the Friday night. You can get yourself down there. Watch a bit of ladies football, why not? And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for this week's Development Watch, for this year for the Development Watch. Thank you very much for watching so far. There's been 10 episodes of crazy up and downs, not so crazy, but loans and all sorts of shite. I will be back sometime in the new year. Thank you very much for watching. Until then, though, have a good Christmas, have a good new year. Follow me on Twitter at bkelly776. Come back in 2018 for more Development Watch goodness. Thank you and bye-bye.